cross-country mountain biking is really unique in that we have to ride, a short course multiple times in a race, and we actually ride that lap multiple times throughout the whole week. We're preparing, we're mentally visualizing that course. We're learning every rock, every route, every climb. And, before, race day, I'm spending a lot of time visualizing as well as really learning, where I'm going to hydrate, how I'm going to fuel, how I'm going to, plan my attacks or whatever. And so there's so many elements in just one race lap that are happening. And actually a lot of the course I could probably still memorize to this day. Like they're all in there somewhere for sure. But I think, in the race, there's definitely some challenging, scary features as well. And I think a lot of the practice that happens for me, at least, it's trying to show up to courses as well prepared as possible. And sometimes I challenge myself in riding way more than any of the features are on the course, just because the last thing I want is to be scared to death on race day. And but still, things definitely get your heart rate up, and I think it's just practicing throughout the week, and then just taking it step by step and being so present and in the moment on race day, because I think sometimes it's easy to get too far ahead and just be fixated on that one technical aspect that's like, oh, okay, one more climb away, it's gonna be really scary. But I think just taking it one step at a time, and I found like the better I've gotten, the more present I am, and just so focused on the moment and how I can be my best at. Like even on training, I don't listen to music or anything. I guess gosh, who knows? Like sometimes I finish a 4-hour training, I'm like, what was I thinking about that whole time? And I think a lot of it is just, probably my goals and what do I accomplish, motivational things. But I think also just like enjoying the sport itself and just being outdoors, adventuring, feeling, my body and the challenging and the pain, the suffering, but also just like, I don't know, just exploring in nature. That's probably my favorite part in training. And then in racing, it's just, I don't know what it is. I think it takes time and meditation, visualization, mental practice. But I think for me, if I'm having a good day, I'm not thinking about anything. It's like my mind's totally clear. I'm totally in the moment and just like, it's just flying through, and all of a sudden a race is over. It's crazy. It's one of my favorite parts about mountain biking is the conditions and the terrain and how it's always changing and fluctuating, even from the first day on course to race day or during race day. And Mount St. Anne was such a good example of that this year. Is we were kind of watching the weather and like, oh, is it gonna rain? It's gonna rain. No, it's not gonna rain. Yeah, it's gonna rain. And then all of a sudden, mid-race, it is pouring and the course is totally changing, and I'm sliding, and I'm even debating like, oh, do I stop and get mud tires, in the pits right now? Like, is that the choice I need to make in this moment? And I think I love it so much because I'm the rider like praying at night, like, please rain, please rain, please. Because I like love the chaos. It like fires me up. That's what I love about this sport. And I think I'm also like trained enough in those conditions that I'm just ready for it, and I kind of know that, And but anyways, when it comes to those races and making those decisions the night before, it's having a really good team behind you. Like I build a relationship with my mechanic throughout the season. I think it's having the trust with them, but also the people at Specialized, my sponsors, the people, behind the scenes that are developing the product we work on. And I spend a lot of time throughout the year just learning that equipment and understanding what I like, testing everything. And then, when it's race day, I'm riding the terrain. Every course has different types of dirt and rock, and everything's so different. And you're also, you're playing with rolling resistance and the tire pressure and, even the chain ring you'll run. So there's so many different elements, and it's having a good team and also being able to make those choices without spending too much energy. And I think a lot of that work happens in the off season. But when it comes to like a mid-race decision even, I think it's just like trusting your gut, and just sometimes if you've done that preparation in advance and you know the tires, you know how to run them, and you know what you need in certain conditions, you can make that choice. But it's hard and it's absolutely thrilling. I love it.